water a little there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pin this back so let the sun get out. That's what I'm trying to do with that, dry it out a bit. That's what I've had on top of the tent. Dried it out for it. Then again, we ain't got a lot of daylight, sunshine left really. Right, hopefully dry this tent out. Well, the inside's all dry, but obviously we've had a bit of ice, but I've had that other bit on top, but it's all good. What I need to do is get my stove out, get some hot water on, fancy a coffee. Got the boat I'm going to blow up in a minute. Only just got back down. I cycled down. Where's me water? I should have somewhere. Don't know where though. Where's that then? There it is, look. Go and do yours as well. The boat is connected to that. Just get this water on the go. Oh. Little trolley that I made for camping. Oh. Got wheels on and that. But what we're doing now, we're going to undo the boat, which is stuck to the bottom of it. I know what I've done. Strapped it out from the other end. Keep them bits of burn them later. Oh, there we go, look. There's my blade. need one of these with all this undergrowth. Let's watch it though. See that ice on it? It's actually quite warm in the tent last night. Not that I was in there all night. But... Gosh. One boat. And pump and everything in there. There's my horse. Put that boat down there for a minute. Just want to get my radio on. See what aircraft are buzzing about. Lovely and warm in this sunshine. A nice little fire last night. Right. See what we got.
Frequency mode.
Right, we'll just put this down here because I'm going to make a coffee. Blow the boat up a minute. Oh. La, la, la. I'll tell you what don't work very well. These bloody gas things under cold temperatures. Saying that, I normally got like a roaring... Well, I had a little fire last night. I've normally got a roaring fire. So I'd do it on there. But what I'm finding myself having to do is just keep swapping cans. And this is a mixture as well, which is supposed to be more potent. Right, there we go. Need to get some more water down in there. Got chicken curry tonight. What I'm trying to do, this is what I threw over my tent last night, so all the ice kind of went to that. But it was still bloody cold in there, but I just fired up the gas. Just pull this nightcap right out here. Look. Get a bit of sunshine on it, if we can. Before it bloody freezes up again. There's my horse. Oh, these are cold. Oh. Yeah, this is very cold, this aluminium. Cool. I'll put some gloves on rowing that later. Gonna go out for a little paddle around at some point. Oh, hang on, I've only just seen that message. Hello, hello mate. The Radtail's going very well, apart from I've got this magnificent new Radtail telescopic antenna, but it hasn't turned up. But yeah, this one is working like a treat. And yeah, I do get on the 446, yeah. In fact, this is tuned to the 446, even though I'm listening to 3 at the minute. But you got the 446 down there. And I've got 2 airbands in there, Heathrow Airport.
We even come to you.
But yeah, what we've worked out, well, yeah, what I've worked out now is obviously I've got 2 antenna ports. That one, it's very misleading. That one is a transmit one. That one doesn't transmit. So I've been trying to get the CB band with that. So now I've got a proper telescopic on the way that's going to fit that. And I can get everything on it.
Later today I'll play you a little clip of Stephen Mangan, and yesterday.
Yeah, on a Monday evening, let me just get me tent a minute, sort this coffee out. On a Monday evening, on 446 dot, what is it, 168? Hang on a minute, I'll tell you. We have like a South Coast network, even though I'm not on the South Coast, but 446 168. There's quite a few networks to get on there. To be honest, I've got this big long rubber duck aerial on here, but the standard aerial, you may as well bin it and get one of these longer ones, because I've got to say it draws in the signals and gives you a little bit more power. I've done like tests and that, but yeah, most of them little antennas that the sets come with are all right, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but then I'm pushing out, this is the 10 watt radio, and I just push it to the maximum everywhere. Anyway, let's get that coffee done and have a little smoke break. So I'm just undoing my tent. What we do, we go in backwards. Happy days. Happy days. Anybody for a Mr. Kipling cake? And I've got some Irish whiskey in here, cream whiskey, which I'm going to put in my coffee. Saying that, I'm ironing up. What radio is that? That's the 880. I've got an 860 and that's an 880. But I've seen the newer one. There's another one out. There's another couple out. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to go for them, because this one, as far as I can work out, does everything I need it to do and more. Yeah, they keep bringing out new ones. A recipe. Yeah, see what I mean? You got a they'll, to be honest, a lot of radios are named like 2 or 3 times by different companies, but yeah, they're all right. It's actually a recipe cereal that I've got on here. That one now. But now what I've worked out is that one doesn't transmit, that transmits. So later on, when I get my new antenna and whop it on there, I should get all the FM and that CB band, which I can get. Yeah, most of them are decent handsets, to be honest with you. It's just the antennas that let them down a little bit. But if you really want to get out like maximum, if you look on Amazon, you get like home base aerials, which you sort of don't go in your top of your radio. It sort of sits out of your window on your roof. I reckon they must get out quite far. Then again, it depends what you're on. Do you know what I mean? If you're on, it's quite warm actually in here. If you're on PMR, you're only gonna. Well, saying that, you can hit 50 miles on a good day if the weather's right. You know what I mean? You're gonna be local, but then again, as soon as you go on the CB band, you could be anywhere, because once the skip's going, they all starts coming in. I'm looking forward to transmitting on FM CB band tonight. Well, hopefully my aerial turns up. But yeah, what I really want is one of these that does sidebands, and then I'll be laughing. At the minute, they're just perfecting, kind of getting it to do 10 centimetres and all the normal ones, as well as transmit on FM and things like that we couldn't do before. I can transmit anywhere. Hello mate, how you doing? Yeah, what I really need is a big powerful handheld one that does sideback. That's what I really need, SSB. Anyway, let's sort this coffee out. Where's me mug? Right over there. What do I need? I need a spoon. Oh, I've got the coffee. Look, coffee, sugar. All we need is the mug. Ooh. Yep, it's going to be a crispy blue one today. The Radtail RT920. Is that one the new one? Yeah, I keep looking at it. I didn't know it did SSB. Does it transmit on that as well? But I think it's really good though, the way these Chinese companies are just. Do you know what I mean? Before you'd have needed 5 or 6 radios to do what one of these things does. The RT9, so I'll have to go and have a look at that then. To be honest, there's a Black Friday, isn't it? Which isn't actually till next Friday. But... Hello mate, get round to reading a Bible. I don't really believe in God. And the reason why I don't believe in God is my mum died when I was 10 years old. And the night, that evening that my mum died, I went to my bed and I prayed to God, right, to help me. Do you want to know what? I'm still waiting now. I don't believe in God. It's a good story, but not that I'm against anybody that believes in anything. Do you know what I mean? Believe in whatever you wish. If it brings you peace, inner peace, good. Stick to it. But saying that, I'm Christian. I belong to the Church of England, which was started by Henry VIII. He never stopped helping you. Well, I didn't see any of it. But, and I've done religious education as well. Then again, I've also studied physics and science, which completely, there's not. Show me one scientific bit of evidence that God exists. You can't, because. No, I'm not going to sit on here and say God don't exist and whatever, man. Believe in whatever you want to believe in, man. Personally, I don't believe in him. He's a pretty sick individual, isn't he? If he really is real, and he's got all these powers, just sitting there. But the church really was set up to control people, the same as marriage. Well, indeed, you could be correct. You could be correct. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of teacher and I know it all, because I don't. That's just my opinion. And my opinion's based on education. But who knows, man? This big eternity might turn up one day and go, oh, you was wrong, Phil. You know what I mean? I'll eat my words. But at the end of the day, mate, we're all, right? This is a bit scientific. We're all dust, man. You come from dust, right? And you will return to dust. And that is a fact. We could sit here for hours discussing God and the earth and all of that. I've got nothing against any religion, as long as you're not. Yeah, you're quite welcome. Yeah, that goes for anybody out there. Anybody wants to email me, if you look at the description of the channel, you'll see my email right at the end. You can email me about anything. Got quite an open mind. But yeah, all I do know is this is one crazy planet we're living on. And what I also know is people don't learn from war. People don't learn jack shit. People have got shit for brains, man. But, do you know what I mean? It's a very strange world we're living in. But at the end of the day, everyone goes, oh, we own this, they own that, that's their country. Do you know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, it's Mother Earth, man. When the Earth was born, when the stardust blew up, it probably never intended to have people owning everything. Sad, really, isn't it? That people never shared the world instead of owning it. But obviously, we're getting quite philosophical now, chatting what could have been. Do you know what I mean? Really, no one owns jack shit, do they? Do you know what I mean? We don't own England, really. Then again, I'd be what's called Anglo-Saxon, which is basically the last people that invaded England that didn't leave the States. Anyway, the Russians are coming. That's why I'm out here hiding, man. We're hiding from the Russians. Russian submarines. That's why I got my little boat out. I'm only joking. You have to excuse my warped sense of humour sometimes, but I don't know. You got to have a laugh. Anyway, did somebody say coffee o'clock? Alcoholic coffee o'clock. If we can find the spoon. Got another spoon anyway. Boom. Got some pots and pans. Oh, I've got another big blade, look there. There's a little spoon then. Oh, there we go. I've got so much shit down there, I might have to get me pal Lee to pick me up. When I go back, whenever. Yeah, I'm only about 5 minutes from my house, you know. The joys of living in the countryside, eh? Nice and peaceful. Alright, just 2 sugars. Get that kettle on. That cook set's amazing, man. All this, I've got 3 saucepans in that kettle. But it's where it's really thin metal, it just heats up straight away. What we got? We've got, boom, some of that though. What we're going to do, into that, we're going to put a bit of this. In fact, I'm going to have a swig of this. Hang on, I'll read that in a second. Lovely. I'll tell you what is good. Obviously I camp all year round. Is in the summer, it's a race to try and stop things going off. But literally, I've got a chicken curry right here in a box I bought down here yesterday. It's still frozen. I love it. Yeah, as soon as that antenna comes, I'll be doing a little video on it because I've been sitting there talking to myself on the wrong antenna. So I'll let people know as well what I found out. Because there's lots of people out there saying, oh, it transmits from both where we're done. So basically what everyone's been trying to do is transmit to 27 megahertz through a 446 aerial, which you're not going to get, are you? Obviously a 27 megahertz. I've got one here. I've got another telescopic, but it's the wrong connector. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Find it later. Oh, or is it in there? So much junk I bring camping. Oh, here it is, look. Let's turn the kettle off a minute. I'll just show you this. But that is the wrong thing. That goes in my Midland 40 channel. That will also go in a Thunder pole. But I'm getting a proper Radtail one tonight, which I hadn't seen on there until yesterday. I think they just started making them. I suppose it's good really, but I'm finding you're getting one radio and everyone's chirping on about it, and then boom, there's another one out, and then boom, there's another one out, and then, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I've also got, it's at home now, a little, what were the first ones? The first ones with that chip in. The Quanchang, the UVK5. There's the other Quanchang out, isn't there? The one that does a little bit more. But yeah, I've got an original Quanchang UV-K5, but it's unaltered. It's box standard, but you can put what you want on them. That was really the first radio out of China that started doing that, and then everybody jumped on it. Retavis, Radtail, do you know what I mean, and countless others. Also, some of them exactly the same radios, but they're just different names. Where a company can't be bothered to make one, so they'll buy the licensing off of another one. But there's some good bargains to be had, that's for sure. At one point, before all these radios started coming thick and fast, you'd have needed like 600 quid for a Kenwood or something crazy. Now you can get one for like 30, 40 quid. I just want a highly illegal one that just transmits shitloads of power, which is what I do anyway. On the PMI, you're only supposed to put out half a watt. I'm putting out 10. Then again, everybody is, do you know what I mean? Everybody is. Ain't like the wattage police are going to knock on the tent. Oh, he turned that power down. I don't even think I could turn mine down to half a watt. Anyway, let's crack on. Charge my phone in a minute. Anyway, I'll catch you all in about an hour and then I'll be back. Whatever you're doing, have a good one.